GWS and the Group N6 NYX here in La Mesa, where, boy, was it wet today. Oh, something like 3.2 inches for the storm total, which is about 3.2 inches more than we ever see this time of year. So we probably won't see any for a while after this. Just a little bit of drizzle right now. And just picked up Megan from Helix High School. She was doing her show choir rehearsal. And that's an event she'll do in the spring. So I get to go watch her and her class does. She's been doing that for a long time. That's what she wants to do when she gets to college. So I think she's going to do a couple of years at junior college here, probably Grossmont, before she moves on to, well, she wants to go to UC Santa Cruz. So we'll see whether or not that pans out. But her grades are certainly good enough. Anyway, good to hear everybody on the air. The signal's pretty good down here. Got the amp on at about 350 watts carrier. Ladder line fed, up antenna at about 30 foot or so. And yeah, I heard Steve coming in just booming. K6YD and 6NYX. Go ahead, Steve.
Okay, Greg. Good to hear you. You've got a nice signal into Long Beach. And real good on the daughter. And her, yes, good grades. And isn't it nice? So we've got, well, Julie and I have 4 children. And, Ginger, our oldest daughter, she's in her 40s. She got good grades. And she went to good college and all that stuff. But the sons, they didn't do so good. And, but our youngest, Valerie, she's got good grades, and she's going to same college Ginger went to. So it's good when it's good, and I'm glad that it's working out for you and your daughter, and real cool that you go watch her, watch them do their thing. And hello, Ron. Excuse me. You got a decent signal into Long Beach. We faded down a little bit and came back up. And we just don't have the rain up here in Long Beach that down San Diego. I got a message from my sister. She lives down there by George, right across the freeway, and she said it rained all night last night, all day today, and stuff all flooded. Julie was telling me she's watching the news. I was gone for a little while, and all stuff flooded down San Diego. So we were 3 inches, more than 3 inches. That's a lot. Yeah, it's good. We finally got some rain this winter, but man, that's a lot in San Diego. It just rained a little bit here last night, a little bit this afternoon. Not very much. And let's see, what have I done? I got done with the D104 project. Ron, you were there. I've got the head done. The little crystal in the. Yeah, I had it in the ring. All there was the ring with a piece of duct tape behind it, going across, the back, and the crystal element taped to the duct tape that was going across the back. That's all I had. And now it's all with foam around it, and found some cloth to go over it. Got some cloth for going over the bottom of a chair. You can practically see through it. It's gray, but it looks like it would be sound transparent. I've got that behind the screen, and it looks okay. Gray looks okay. I'd rather have black, but it really looks good. And then, the screen was crooked, so I popped it out, put it in straight with the holes, and I have it all screwed together and tested it. And I can't run it here because I don't have a plug for it. But now I have to fix the base. It's a Silver Eagle. If something's wrong, it doesn't do anything. At least I've got some other Silver Eagles. I can take measurements and compare it with the other ones, for a guy that doesn't know what he's doing. You can at least compare 2 microphones and find a difference. If all else fails, I'll fix it that way. But there's something wrong with the Silver Eagle, the base. But I'll get that working too. Well, I've taken up quite a bit of time, and I guess it's your night tonight, Ron. So you've got a great signal, so looking forward to a good net. And let's turn it over to George in Arizona. W8 Victor Golf. George, how you doing tonight? Over to you, KF6SYD.
WA9JIB.
Talking 4 years.
Yeah, Bob was in there. JIB.
Alrighty, I think this thing is working. I just got out here. Yes, Steve. Good copy. Good copy on everybody. KF6SYD in the group. Here is W8 Victor Golf. George over here in Tucson. And good copy. Yeah, Steve. Fine on the D104 project. I got a couple of them suckers around here. Old and new, and well, old and newer. Yeah. I lost a head on one, I think from being out in the heat in the garage is what did it in, but when they discontinued them, I bought a couple of, I couldn't find the elements, so I bought a couple of spare heads from various CB shops that still had them, and I was able to replace one of them. I do have an amplified one here, and I put one of those replacement electrets in it. It doesn't sound too bad, so I think we're going to keep it. Fine on the youngins there going to college. Well, we're just about through with that here. I only have one, and he did 4 years at the University of Arizona, went into the Army for 4 years, and now he's at Vanderbilt. And I think he's in the job search mode. He graduates here in May, I think, yeah. Anyways, we got rain down here too. Yesterday it rained cats and dogs. I don't know how many inches we got, but the whole place was saturated. It just rained all day. No thunderstorms, any of that, just plain old rain. And then today it was pretty cloudy, but I did see the sun poke out at one point. But it's clouded up again, and it rained here right about dinner time. Not real heavy though. And I guess we're due to get it again tomorrow, so yeah. The desert's going to be green here, guys, until the heat breaks out, and that'll take care of everything. Anyways, let's see. Copying everybody, not too much southern moss in here, so that's good. And yeah, Ron put me down on the list. We'll hang in here for the net. And I think that was Bob in La Cañada there, so I'll turn it back to you and let you pick him up. KD6 VWS to take it, W8VG.
And K6 Little Green Light in Santa Monica, K6 LGL.
Okay. I was wondering when you were going to pop in there, Skip. Okay, so let me send it over to you, Bob, WA9JIB, and then you can send it over to Skip. Skip, you can send it back to me. KD6 VWS.
Okay, KD6 VWS, stand by 1 second.
I'm WA9JIB. Caught me with a chocolate chip cookie in my mouth there, Ron. Again, second time this year. Oh, boy. Hate being caught red-handed like that. So anyway, Bob here, WA9JIB, and yeah, we've had rain here. Happy to have it. I did rain all through the night. I did woken up a couple times, but it was never a downpour or anything like that. Just a nice, gentle rain. And then today it was off and on rain, but it was mostly when it was raining, it was mostly just a drizzle. But it was nice. Everything's getting really good soaking. Nothing is too strong to cause any damage. But it's just coming down real nice. I had some errands to run today. I thought this would be the perfect day to do it, given the rain. I needed to get a small check on one of my cars. And that went through real quick. There was no line today. And then I went over to AAA, where they have the DMV folks there. There was no line there, so I got my chores done real quick because everybody was pulled up anytime and nobody was coming out in the rain except JIB. So it's all good up here, and look forward to a good Mad-Eye. Hearing everybody involved so far, and even Skip's coming good. He doesn't so good anymore, but he's coming in pretty good. down there. K6LGL, WA9JID.
Yeah, it's similar like drizzle here on the coast. Cool evenings and cool nights. It's windy. So, but no downfall, which is insignificant as far as flooding and, mudslides and all that. And so far, none of that seems to be occurring, at least in this area. Okay, keep it short. Through the nice to lose our land. Thanks for doing that. And good evening to Steve and all the others in the San Diego area minus. So, KD6WS. From Santa Monica, this is K6, a little green light.
Okay, Skip. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start the net now because it's getting a lot of QSB and who knows how long we'll have propagation. QST. Welcome to the Monday night amplitude modulation international net. Purpose of this net, restoration, preservation, and enjoyment of AM equipment, including transmitters, receivers, and assorted vintage AM type gear. And anyone using AM equipment is welcome, including modern radios capable of AM signals. And so, we also welcome all listeners. You do not need to be a member to join this net. However, as a member of AMI, you will receive a certificate that has on it your personal ID number. And if you would like membership, go to our AMI website, which is www.aminternational.club, like a golf club. Fill out the membership form, pay $5 fee. And of course you can always mail it in, with your $5 fee. You can go to 9AMI on QRZ, to get his address if you want to go that route. And we also have the West Coast website, which is www.westcoastami.com. Okay, your AMI net control tonight is Kilo Delta 6, Victor Whiskey Sierra. My name is Ron, and my AMI number is 1671. My QTH is John here in Southern California, and the equipment consists of Deval version 1, 150-watt carrier, unit with a Turner Plus 3 microphone, and feeding on the MC-125, and I have a key multiplier hooked up and attached to the post, and that's going to the direct W4 watt meter to the SA2040 Beefhead antenna tuner, and that's going coax to the inset long wire up about 25 feet, and a quarter wave counterpoint out the shield, land on the wet door, which really increased my SWR, but I got that adjusted. So when I call on you, please share your call, name, and the make and model of your equipment. If you have any buy or sell items, you can list them and let me know if you want to start with a round table immediately following the book. I'm pretty confident right on the money, so you can see where it beat me. And so let's take a minute or so to tune up, and be sure to give me a call sometime during the key down period. So it's tune no final. K6WS. KD6YW.
NY6L Hesperia on the Super Senior transmitter, NY6L.
Okay, I think I heard you in there, W6YUC John.
You did. I thought I'd see if I could 630 watts.
Okay, got you on the list there, George. Okay. Do we have anybody else before I start that wants to get on the list? Come now. Okay, hearing none. First up, we'll have NY6L. Jay, go ahead and make your transmission.
All right, Ron. Good evening. NY6L Jay here in the wet and cold Hesperia up here in the high desert. AMI number 1548. And we're running the usual equipment here, the 80-40 meter Super Senior. The universal microphone with a K7DYY audio processor board at the base of the microphone. And that's feeding into a Telstar Auto HF antenna tuner. Flat match here for the Super Senior, and I got a brand new antenna up right now. I got a Polymer Engineering gas tuner fed 8-inch and 6-meter dipole, and I want to thank Juan KB6KMU to help me put it up yesterday. And yes, it works, and it works very, very well. Very pleased with it. And all right, nothing to buy, sell, or swap. We just had the Claremont swap meet this past Saturday. And QRW swap meet's coming up this Saturday. And it's not going to rain at QRW. So anyway, throw me into the round table, what the heck. You know, take a break from working on these gallons here. I got to make 20 of them for Bob, AK6R. So anyway, back to you there, Ron. Thanks for running the net. And pass it around. NY6L Hesperia.
Okay, Jay. NY6L got you for the round table, and yeah, the antenna's working beautiful. So yeah, glad you got that. I'll probably get on Bob's website. Probably has information on that antenna. Not that I'm going to put one up, but I'm curious if it's typical, 14 feet from the end, deep down, or whatever. So, okay. Next up, we have K6ZTA.
All right. Yeah, KD6BWS K6ZTA. Good evening to all. And handle here is Vaughn, Victor Oscar November, and in Woodland Hills. And my AMI number is 1757. I'm running the Viking 2, 100 watts of carrier, and the receiver is the SX96, and the antenna is an inverted V at hanging off the tower at about 55 feet. So not much else to bring to the table here. So yeah, Jay, your signal is wonderful. Great quality, and the antenna is definitely working. So I'll look into one of those antennas. I'm going to have to probably get my gear out. I don't know, I'm not thinking about selling it, but somehow there's got to be some point in time where I'm going to have to get rid of the tower and the beam and stuff like that. So, anyway, back to you, Ron. No on the swap, no on the round table. Thank you. KD6VWS, K6ZTA.
Okay, Ron. K6ZTA, K6VWS. I'm sorry you're going to have to take down your towers and rings, but yeah, so yeah, it sounds like that would be the general purpose antenna for all the bands. So, all righty then. You didn't want to be on the round table, did you?
No, I'll pass. Thank you.
All right. Beautiful signal coming from Woodland Hills there. Back in Tucson, really good. And sounds like we might have done some fattening up the coupling in the speech amp because it sounds really nice. All righty. Next up we have John, WA6JUS. Go ahead, John.
Anybody using this frequency? I was able to get the antenna to null out the SWR, and I don't have any nice oscilloscope patterns to look at, so I'm find a new one. And I guess I already shared my news in the preliminary. My number is 1258 5600. I originally bought it when I was getting explained the program, and it seems to work all right for this purpose as well. Okay, Ron, keep it going. KD6GWS, WA6JUS.
WA6GUS, KD6VWS. Yeah, well, your pattern looks good on the Big Mamu is walking and talking and sounding good. So, with that, KI6CSA Chris, your turn. 6VWS.
That's the only time we get the freezing, but yeah.
Into the, okay. Temperature in Provo, Utah.
It's 30 degrees in Provo right now.
Did you get that? 34 in Provo, and it's going to get down to 30 tonight.
Frequencies in use, AMI net on 3870. Thank you.
Entire complex.
Good hearing you. Yeah, I wondered what happened to you. You used to check in regularly, and then, like you say, it's been about a year. So I was wondering where you've been. So I'm glad you fired up that little 6DQ file and got it putting some RF into the ether here. Real good signal. Thing is working great, and who knows? NA7RH might check in with his, so we'll soon. Man, that's got to be a record. where else are you going to hear two sweep tube specials on one net? So that ought to go in the Guinness Book of Records. So, all right. Yeah, my address is good on QRMed, but my phone number is not on there. And I think George has my phone number. You could, if you wanted to call me to let me know, on that, or maybe Wednesday night you'll check in and I can.
Are you still in there?
Before I go further, let me see if there's anybody that's not on the list yet that wants to get on. Come now. Well, speaking of the devil, 2 sleep tube specials in a row. Okay, let me get you written down here.
Nothing hurts. How about you?
Okay, anybody else before I carry on? Yeah, the Whistler. Did you want to check in? No, guess not. Okay, so let's see here. Next up, we have KM6IYC. Larry, go ahead.
All right, Ron. I've heard of
Somebody doesn't know that our frequency is in use, so just jump right in there and cover us up there, guys. But you're sounding good there, Larry. And all righty then. Next on the list is N6 NYX. Grab your turn. Go ahead. NYX, Larry, your turn. What was that, Larry? Yeah, sometimes great. I know he does that on Wednesday nights. I thought it was 8 o'clock. I had it, but yeah, I'll call him a little later. See if he comes back. So, KF6SYD, Steve, it's your turn.
Okay, Ron, KD6BWS. Thanks for taking the earlies, and thanks for running the net tonight. You're doing a wonderful job, and we all appreciate that. And let's see comments. Jay, the new antenna, it sounds good. I think that works good. It was nice of come on, I can't think of Juan's name, but it's Juan. Nice of Juan to come over and help you put that up. So, gonna try to make it out at the SWAT meet Saturday. Gonna run up to the mountains on Thursday and come back on Friday probably. So, I hope to see you there on Saturday, Jay. Unless we get stuck up there for an extra day, then I won't see you on Saturday. But we'll see how that goes. But it'll be nice to have it not in the rain this time, and hopefully a few more people show up. Well, it was the emptiest thing last time. Vaughn, I don't know if I take the tower down yet. I know, but you could leave it up longer, especially if you're still using it for stuff. Maybe it's not that big a deal. John, WA6JUS, you're moving up the band. You're talking to Ron before the net. You were on 3871, and during your check-in, you were on 3872, which you're still in our pass band, so I don't guess most people notice, but I don't think you want to be drifting up frequency like that. You might want to check the big mamoos. You must have a VFO, because the crystal wouldn't do that. You might want to just take a look at it and make sure it's where you want it to be. Chris, hi, boy, it's been a while. I haven't talked to you, and since we talked on the phone right after George had his problem, and well, good to hear you. Good to see you're still out there and sound like you're doing okay. And the Sweet Tube Specials, I can hear it up here. They're not real strong, but copied you all right, Chris. So good to hear you. And Larry, your Q5 direct, I don't use a computer for you, and it's amazing what you make. That something about the quality of your modulation, it just carries. Even though there's not enough power to do it, it just carries through anyway. Everywhere up here at Long Beach, I heard it just fine. What was the big thing for me today? Oh, I went to the dentist. I got my teeth cleaned. They told me I'm still doing good. Still doing a good job. Brushing my teeth. So that was good. That's good to know. And that's about the most exciting thing that happened in my life today. Fixing a little stuff around here and getting that D104 head put back together, all nice looking, with its new crystal element inside. Stuff to fix the bass. Something wrong in that Silver Eagle amplifier. I don't know. Maybe it just needs a battery. I don't know. It shouldn't, but I'll cross my fingers. Anyhow, that's enough from this end. Back over. No swap, no round table. So, Ron, keep up the good work. KD6VWS, KF6SYD.
Okay, KF6SYD, KD6VWS. Yeah, that sounded beautiful on Saturday night. Yeah, sounded great. So I wonder if you're using the same microphone or
my navigator
put it on a it was working great too. And did you want to be on the round table, Steve?
Oh no, yeah, that was on a different stand. You just switch heads. That was on the bass that I bought when I was in high school from the CB shop. It's an amplified. It's not Silver Eagle, but it's an amplified D104. But no, I still have to make the stand where it still should sound the same, I guess, on the other stand. But no round table for me tonight, Ron.
Okay, Steve. Yeah. Well, worst comes to worst. Put it back on the original stand, I guess. Now I'm a Silver Eagle. I used to use it on this, and I was running it through a parametric equalizer and everything. There was too much equipment up here in my space line on my writing here, you know. So I wanted to clean space, so I eliminated all that, and then there's this Turner Plus 3 because it has compression in it, so I figured, well, I'll use it and no equalization. Okay. So good luck with that stuff. Let's see, next on the list is George, W8. George.
Yeah, Ron, did you turn over to me,
Go ahead, George.
Real good. Yeah. It's 86 VWS and the group W8 Vector Golf. You have a couple of Ron. And then I got a little bit of Southern Moss in there that's quite strong. I don't have my tablet out here to listen to KFM. I didn't think I was going to need it. Anyways, this is George over here in Oro Valley, Arizona, about 10 miles north of Tucson, the old Pueblo, and was doing pretty good up here until about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes ago. Steve was coming through quite nicely, but they're quite strong in here. And I'm hearing a Heterodyne up there as well. I think it almost sounds like East Coast guys up on 73. So maybe the band is a little bit long. I thought I could make out Steve WA1 QIX in there. So it's one of them nights. Anyways, running the same stuff as always here, Ron. Parabate 13's homebrew modulated by another pair, triode connected. And I'm running a little bit of process line level audio into the back of the modulator here. And listening on an old R390, not an A, and the antenna is an inverted B for 160. Up about 45 feet to the center and fed with open wire line down here to a tuner. Anyways, that's what's going on here tonight. Thanks so much for running the net, Ron. Hello to my neighbor up to the north, Bob, on the Sweet Tooth Special. He's coming in here quite nicely as well. Anyways, AMI number's 1814. I don't have anything to swap or trade right now. I got a whole garage full of junk out there I'm going through, and won't be around for the round table. I might, if it clears up a little bit, might listen for a little bit before I turn in. So that's what's going on. Back to you, Steve. Great job with the net tonight. KD6, Ron. KD6 VWS, W8VG.
Okay, George. W8VG, KD6 VWS. Well, you're coming up real good over the South Front. Decided to just jump in on us. Can't win them all, I guess. I need to check out Kyle's article before I wrote about now your rig is sounding beautiful as usual, so enjoy going through your stuff there in the garage. I'm going through a bunch of my junk today too, looking for some stuff. Alright, next up we have Bob, W9JIB. Go ahead, Bob.
KD6 VWS and San Diego AMI Group WA9JIB. Bob over here in La Cañada, kind of near Pasadena. And let's see, first things first. I think next Monday is fifth Monday of the month, which makes it a JIB net for net control. So expect everyone to show up and cheer me on. And be obedient. Anyway, pencil that in or marker it in for next Monday. It'll be a JIB night on the San Diego KLI. Okay, yeah, I'm running my E104, which is unamplified. Used to be amplified. No reason to have battery. A battery which is going to fail, huh? You didn't want it to. I can run straight into my valve now. What's my suitable? I'm sure it's 12AX7 or something. Seems to work just fine. And so I don't get quite 150 like you do, Ron. Maybe a few watts less than that, but something along that line. Carrier. And I love the coax inverted V dipole. Hangs off the tonight I use the usual receiver, the HQ129 X-ray, National Outplay. Although I enjoy using it when I do. So, I just wish I had room for 6 more operating positions. I could get all this gear set up permanently and wouldn't have to be moving it every time I wanted to use it. But that ain't going to happen. Anyway, but I'm a happy camper. I got the Android playing. My value is crystal control, so I'm probably pretty close to it. Let's see, OALI number, no swap. And get the better place in the middle. I will hang out for a round table. If there's something Jay said he would go through this room. Talking to everybody, but with varying levels of difficulty. And I'm stopping some people I don't want to hear. East of the Mississippi. You know how it goes. Okay, that's the story from La Cata. Back to net. KD6BWS, W89JIB.
Okay, Doc. Good signal. You're coming in good tonight. I'm amazed how good Bond comes in with his 100 watts. Man, he's blasting tonight. Even stronger than you are. But you're coming in great, and what was I going to say? Heck, I could load this thing up to 180 watts easy if I wanted to. You know, because it's loaded like 180 watts CW. But of course, I load it down to 150 watts, but I don't have any problem with that at all. But I mean, what's 5 or 10 watts? It's not even going to be noticeable. But it should be able to load it up to 400 MA on the plate. But where it's at, it's fine. But I like to run it at 150 that way. You know, I'm not stressing the screens of the panels. Because if you underload it too much, then the screens start drawing too much current. But you're close enough. Okay, and I got you for the round table. So next up is Skip. 86BW.
He's got a straight Dutch every 2 years. I can play around. Very good. KD6BWS from the San Diego AMI. Good evening from Santa Monica. This is Skip K6LGO. As usual, I'm running the Benton Harbor, what I call the plate modulated suitcase. Not exactly heavy metal, but it's light metal. Cabin it along is way too heavy and too big for what it is. Anyway, at least a solid state is running a little cooler than the wood. So it's a DX100, but a little over 100 watts. 101, 102 watts out. I probably could squeeze out more around, but Home dipole antenna. It's been up there for a generation. The microphone is a static deal on our Ford Lollipop with a minor acoustic modification. It ain't to help my guys are very tight. Okay. Got a secondary receiver going, which is the old PMRH in Elmac, Michigan there. 9-turbo motor actually. And the main receiver is about First of all, Jay, the NY6L, congratulations, the new antenna. Doing great, sounding good, probably a couple of dB stronger with the Santa Monica. Watching QSB tonight on that, and of course they got the Southern Mass all over the place. Quite strong here on the West Coast. The band is long in the south-southeasterly direction, so it goes. Yeah, John, you're about 2,000 cycles high there, JUS type, and such as will beat some of us who are running crystal controls like I do. And that helps, my frequency is within about 40, 50 cycles of 7 over depending on the time. Actually, it's right on the FX number of minutes. So it varies a bit. Even crystals are not that stable. Especially the old ST243. The hermetically sealed type C6 is much better in that respect, more stable. All right. Thank you for doing the net, Rob, and I'll pick up the other, and let's see what we do on Memphis, on the West Coast there, my thanks for doing it, and have good luck. We watch a QSB here in Santa Monica, so I hope you can copy my little TV signal. Everybody's calling the city that I could hear the little thing. It's an unusual amount of time to be. It hasn't been visited in many, many years. Thanks to you there, Ron, and good luck with your net. TD6, VWS, and Joshua Tree. T6, little green light in Santa Monica. Table and my AMI certificate number is 1226. 1326. 36 VWS, 6LL.
NY6L.
Go ahead, Jay.
It's real quick.
WE6
how's the progress in your booking?
Well, I had to put a little bit over the it slowed me down a bit, so thanks for everything there, okay?
Okay, Skip, did you say you didn't want to be on the round table?
I thought I said negative on the round table, so that's some other thing.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, because the Southern Moss was playing havoc on you, so I wasn't sure. So, okay, no round table. I forgot to ask John if he wanted to be on the round table. So if you're listening, John, when we get done, you can jump in there. Of course, anybody else that wants to get on the round table that didn't tell me they wanted to be on it, can jump in too. But yeah, a lot of QSB and things are getting a little flaky, so I'll keep it moving here. W6YEC George, your turn, KD6VWS.
All right, Ron, and there is tonight, running 30 watts with the ICOM 7300 remote. I decided not to take the time to go down to the radio room and turn on the equipment down there, so I left at the house using the ICOM 7300 remote setup. And so I hope you're able to copy okay with the band conditions such as they are. We're copying everybody pretty nicely on the receive end here, so hats off to you guys. Everybody's got their finals turned up, sounding really, really good. And okay on the new antenna there. Jay, looks like it's working for you. And let's see, we're running, like I said, the ICOM 7300 remote with a boom mic, headphone set, the Heil. Speaking of Mr. Heil, his design on the headphone set and the boom mic seems to work pretty good with this setup. So, yeah, the power went out, I heard, in Lemon Grove, over on the other side of the tracks where Paul is. So Paul has no power tonight. That's we're missing him. And the last word I had on Phil yesterday, he was doing much better. Looks like maybe we got a handle on that infection with the antibiotics and all. And so we're hoping for the best. I'll give him a call tomorrow on Phil, that's for sure. All right, that's it. I don't have too much here. Lots of rain today. Well, we had more rain come down than I remember in a long, long time in a matter of a very short period of time. We had flash floods down here, warnings all the time. Lots of car problems on the freeway, for sure. Anyway, and I think it's a little bit more tomorrow morning, and then it dies off maybe. And Thursday, I could make a trip with one of our friends here, Joe, up to Los Angeles to Island Amp. We're going to take Phil's PW1 up there and have it checked out. And then a friend of ours who has a Alpha 75A, we're going to have that checked out also. My Dentron went down on me, so I don't know if I'll get around to fixing it or not. I'm not quite sure what to do. I'd like to put an amp on this line wired for 120 volts. Then I can turn it on with a switch and just have it tuned up for 75 meters. So if I want to get on AEM with this equipment, I'll have a little bit more power, a couple hundred watts or so. So we've got that to do in front. Ron, no on a round table tonight, and 73 said it would be nice to hear one of the older evening. Such a joy. Thanks, Ron, for that. And back to you. DWS, W6YEC.
Okay, George. WS, and your 30 watts is filming in here. But I think you have such a good antenna. That antenna here makes that 30 watts really get out there. So you know, a lot of that, and that's really nice sounding audio out of that, you know, your remote setup. You know, it's not hi-fi, but it's real crisp without being piercing. It's just good, crisp, great, clear audio, and I'm glad Phil's getting over that. I went through that. Went through 3 doses of the strongest antibiotics and sulfa drugs, and it still didn't with it. So, you know, these bacteria now are getting to where the antibiotics ain't working too good. So, but I hope it gets out soon, and be looking forward to getting back on the air. And sorry, Paul, you lost power. That never any fun. So sorry he's not with us tonight due to that. So hope they get that taken care of. So yeah, we had the rain, but we sure don't need the disasters that go with it, I guess. So all right, George. Great hearing you. Take care of yourself. Okay. The last on the list is NA7RH Bob. Go ahead, KD6BWS.
Okay, KD6BWS. I was hoping I would do it the last one here, and the Southern Boss would go to bed, but they're still in there making all kinds of noise, so I don't know if anybody can hear me now. But I'll do some at it. And anyway, Southern Moss has been louder on campus than here locally. In fact, for about most of the time, they're not quite as loud at campus as they were, but the band is really stretched out. But Fritz was Q5 here locally on his Sweet Tooth Special, so it was doing great, but I had to tweak it a little bit to hear it real well, but Chris was doing remarkably well in his Sweet Tooth Special. And what else? I put up an antenna on my second floor deck for VHF for 6 meters and 2 meters to play in the VHF contest over the weekend. Made a bunch of contacts, worked a bunch of things. It's kind of been a fun for the VHF contest. And but we only have 2 Sweet Tooth Specials, so but we need some amplifiers behind them to juice them up a little bit under these conditions. But we need some volunteers to come up with some more Sweet Tooth Specials for the mid-cut. We need more than 2. Anyway, Southern Boss was equal shift and having a hard time hearing him with the Southern Boss. What else? George White, you see, that audio is great. That audio with the certain dots is great, and it was very penetrating and had no problem copying 99% of what you were saying, George. So doing really well for 30 watts, even despite all the QRM. And what else? We've been getting rain here yesterday. Nice gentle rain all day yesterday and part of today. Okay, enough of that. This is the Sweet Tooth Special. The 82-6 actually in the final. Marked today by 4:16.25 to 12 pushable. And with a Dentron triple tuner and a flat top dipole. And W2IHY box and I call them electric microphone. And no on the swap, no on the round table. Back to you, Ron, if you're still coming. Anyone stopping it. 86 BWS, NA7RH.
Okay, that was a Sweet Tooth Special transmission there. But yeah, the Southern Moss is getting brutal. But I copied 95 through all that racket there, Bob. So that little transmitter's doing a good job tonight. And good deal on your VHF contest. Never done that. Never done any VHF contesting. Of course, I never operated sideband on VHF either. Just the old repeater trick. So do we have anybody else wants to get on the end of the list here before I turn it over to the round table? Please come now.
Whiskey Alpha 6, Juliet Kilowatt November, WA 6, Jacks, Kings, and 9s.
I think I heard some garlic in there. Okay, Kevin, go ahead. WA6JKN, go ahead, Kevin.
Yeah, okay, Ron. I wasn't sure if you turned over to me or not. You were clobbered.
I was sitting here.
Very good. I just got in here late, just got prepped for dinner.
On 40 meters.
And had a nice sit-down dinner with my daughter, her husband, and the XYL. Great evening, by golly. So I just got in here for the tail end of the net. Nothing new to report. All is well here, and glad I was able to make it. Also, relay Jay was in there, NY6L. I don't know if you heard him or not, but you might want to put him on the list there. So, Ron, back to you, and no swap, no wants, and no roundtable tonight. KD6VWS. And by the way, George, your 7300 on low power. I think you said 30 watts or something like that, 25, 30 watts. 100% armchair copy up here in Gilroy. So whatever antenna system you're using is doing a marvelous job there for you. It was 100% copy, even through all the QRM and everything else. That was quite a surprise to hear that. So congratulations on having a great setup there. KD6 VWS, thank you for doing the net. Back to you, sir. WA6 Jacks, Kings, and 9.
Okay, Kevin. WA6JKN, KD6VWS, and you got a nice signal in down here, and yeah, for that group antenna George's, man, that thing is like a beam. Boy, I mean, that antenna really works great for George. So, all righty then, let's see, that's the list as I have it, and I'm going to ask John, W6JUS, are you still there? Did you want to be on the round table? Go ahead.